What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius back at it again with some more One Piece. Today we're doing episodes 491 to 495. Very excited to be finishing up and ending Marineford, one of my favorite arcs in all of anime. Remember, if you guys want early access up to 16 episodes, as well as the full uncut versions of these reactions, the movies, everything else on the channel, check out the Patreon down below. If you guys want to watch this live with me before it even goes on Patreon, check out the Twitch, twitch.tv/DapperDarius. I'm not going to waste any more time. One Piece episode 491. Let's do it. All right, here we go. West Blue. Do I get to see some other Straw Hats? Do I get to see some other characters? That's not our Jolly Roger. Wait, are we saying because Whitebeard's in that? Are we saying chaos is already hitting the fan this fast now that Whitebeard's dead? Cause like, come on, give us like a day or two of like mourning, grieving, relaxing. Yeah, I could see how the Marines would assume the opposite from what they just did, killing Ace, killing Whitebeard, but they just caused so much havoc in a power vacuum, a void. Food Vaulton, 2 weeks after the War of the Best. Oh, damn, okay. Did this just say this area is called Food Vaulton? What kind of... One of Whitebeard's named areas. Yep. Fuck. No one would have even dared mess with anyone with Whitebeard's name on it back in the day, but the symbol is meaningless now. And like, I don't want to pause this because we're so early into this episode, but this makes you think ethically a little different about pirates. I had a little debate about pirates the other day, about with a friend of mine, IRL. He's a little further in One Piece than I am, so we didn't get into spoilers. But he said he hates Blackbeard. I said I hate him as a villain, but I love him as a pirate. Like, I think Blackbeard is one of the most ideal pirates as a pirate in the situation. He completely disagreed with me. We kind of had this debate. I think I say we as in me, my little audience group, are a little biased when it comes to piracy because we only watch the Straw Hats and certain pirates that are morally and ethically good, whereas they're probably low-key the 5 to 10% of pirates, whereas the vast majority of pirates are going to be causing nothing but death, chaos, havoc. So your average civilian being on the government's side, even though the government is doing so much shady and dark shit, there's a lot of great moral debates and ethics that come up in One Piece that I just wouldn't expect. That's gonna sound super ignorant of me, but I just would not expect me to be able to have these nuanced discussions about who's right, who's wrong. Is there a right and wrong? The brown beard. Oh, we got another beard now. Fucking hell. We got Whitebeard, Blackbeard, Brownbeard. Oh, great. Yeah, that's quite the contrary to what the Marines thought would happen. I love that. I love that. Trying to remember all the Amazon Lily girls' names. Sandersonia, Mir. I know they're all named after fauna and flowers and stuff. I love that, but... Really? Oh, are we... I hope... I mean, don't get me wrong. Ivan's one of those characters we're absolutely going to see in the future, but I love Ivan. Yeah, both of you guys had an interesting last couple of weeks. Absolutely. Yeah. I like how that is a good point. They're not connected at all, Jinbei and Ivan. They're both just loving Luffy and wanting to help him in any way they can. I hope you can see Sanji, Ivan. Send him our way when you do see him. Like I said, you've grown on me immensely. I know for a fact I'll see you in the future. Ivankov. Yes, W all the Kamabuka Kingdom. I forget the name. Yeehaw. I love that. Kamabaka Kingdom, here we go. I mean, can I stay on the ship? I get that. That's fine. Yeah, just let Law come. Well, do we have a female doctor of his abilities here? Oh, okay. If that's the case, then fine, but as long as we can get the standard medical practices, I'm cool. But if not, you gotta let my man's on. Come on. That's all Boa cares about. No. Come on, Neon. We gotta let him on. I don't want to pause it again. Theoretically, if Ivan didn't just dip, could he turn us into women, have us abide by their rules, turn us back into men, and then we leave? Just a random curiosity that came to my mind. Once Ivan's in the picture, anything could happen, you know? I do love how the entirety of the women are on our side now. Luffy's won them over. I love that. 2 whole weeks. I didn't even notice her little ship there. I'm glad the little arrow. Wow, I wasn't even looking. Confirm or deny with me, chat. Is Beppo one of your favorite characters in the Law Pirates? Please, one of mine. If you guys say no, we're fighting. I like how Law just keeps his sword with him, like right there in the room. Oh, he could be having nightmares. This kind of reminds me of ReZero going through a trial, going through difficult memories, stuff you need to overcome. Oh my god. He woke up so violently. Oh. Yeah. Oh. He is still not mentally... Yeah. The stages of grief that Luffy is going to go through is not going to be your normal character's mourning and grief. He is going to go through it. He technically knows, but his spirit was broken so much when it happened. He's literally in denial. He hasn't processed it. He's still, where is Ace? Is he... Oh, bruh. This is gonna be not good at all. Okay, we need to stop him right now then. You guys think 6U is enough to stop him? I would. This is gonna sound fucked up, but I would low-key put some Sea Prism stone handcuffs on him. I feel so bad. I don't want to do that. I just feel so bad for him. Man, it's tearing down trees with his fucking head, with his mouth, whatever. Yeah, buddy, like, come on. He's been running rampant for God knows how long, 6 hours, whatever it may be, and he's now asking where he's at. I feel so bad. Maybe it was all a dream. He's in denial. He has the memories of that. They ring in his head like a grenade. I'm not saying Luffy deserved to be humbled. By no means am I saying that. But Luffy's one of those characters where somehow in every scenario, he's somehow made it through and won. So it's so realistic that this would happen. He physically cannot fathom not only losing, but losing the most important thing in the whole world to him. Oh my, look at this. Oh my god. This dude is throwing giant boulders at mountains and breaking them. Like, I feel you. Jinbei's been one of the ones, not only mentally, physically, emotionally, in every aspect, he's been there for us from when we met him. I'm praying he can do the same. And Jinbei originally said no to that, so that's why I like it even more. That hits so hard, man. It's all hitting him at once. I know it doesn't even need to be said, but Luffy's voice actress, one of the most talented voice actresses I've heard. Damn, that is sad as hell, man. All right, we skipped 492. We're in 493. I'm one of the many people left a scar. Are we getting a flashback? Called Windmill Village. Okay, Windmill Village, Mount Corvo. Gotta add those to my One Piece lore locations. And Garp would take Luffy here. I do like how Garp wanted them to be strong Navy. He's one of the heroes of the Navy, you know? I wonder if Garp took a different approach and didn't try to force Luffy to be a Marine, or if, like, I don't know. I would love a what-if scenario if Luffy became a Marine. Is that Dodon? Is this my first time seeing her? I have no idea. Curly Dodon. This is the surrogate Dogra. This is the adoptive mother of Ace and Luffy. Dogra Magra Dodon. So he hasn't seen Ace in 10 years since he left him here. We're just gonna drop another kid off too. Yo! They're like, we can't handle Ace, and you want us to handle your grandson? Decent blackmail. If my choices are go to prison or watch a kid, I guess, yeah. I'm watching a kid, sadly. This is not what I was expecting Dodon to be like. Oh, this is their first official meeting. Oh, it's so sad seeing him. Ortgas D-Ace, the legend, man. Fire Fist. What about child support? Put it on my bill is crazy. We're just gonna give you no support. Crazy how they started beefing too off rip. I love how much that's a symbol for him. You want to be cool? You want to stand up to people? Put the hat on. Think of Shanks. That Pops. Give me some more, Pops. Mountain bandits that rule Mount Corvo, the Dodon family. We did have to deal with some mountain bandits before. That's fucked up. All we can guarantee you is the water and rice. You gotta work. Get that hustle mentality, you know? He's like, what'd you say about pirates? He's like, cool, you think I care? Gotta be like Shanks. You can't get so mad at everything. Brush it off. like that he's actually taking in some Shanks mentalities, you know? This man not only was kicking down trees at 10, but kicking down trees at us. He's lucky we're made of rubber. That would have killed us. Oh my lord. He's like, damn, this kid is persistent. He's still following me. I wonder if there's any significance to that 56 that Luffy's wearing on his tank. I wonder if that's like Oda's favorite number or something. Ooh, gonna beat him with the pipe? That's real fucked up of you, but I shouldn't give him too much pain. Theoretically. Oh, but he's gonna launch us into the ravine. Obviously we changed and we love each other later on, but the fact that Ace tried to kill Luffy twice when we first, like, that's wild. Yeah, no, that would not be good. I would go out of my way to make sure Luffy stays alive and Dadan is drunk. I do want one of those traditional sake. You're wild, Dadan. I do want one of those sake shot glasses. I don't think they're called shot glasses. Obviously, they have more of a traditional name, but I want one of those. I will give you that. It is kind of fucked up for Garb just to show up and drop off a kid. Kind of like fucking Jing from Hunter x Hunter. This was the era in which everyone was telling Ace he deserved to die. That's why when he did die, he finally felt like he deserved to live. Don't get me wrong, I love that story, but I'm just like, that's so fucked up to tell a child that. They don't know he's Roger's son, but I understand why he's a little tiny terror. Dennis the Menace looking ass. The devil's children have the devil's luck. So now Ace is like, there's someone else like me who's been unreasonably shit on since he was born. That's crazy. Maybe I've been a little asshole. Luffy survived on his own in the forest for a week. He survived. He fell down a ravine and survived a week on his 10-year-old self. Ace, hit us with a pipe. Is he gonna snitch? Wow, not snitching. Luffy is such a persistent, happy little fart nugget, bruh. It's just gonna be a continuous cycle. Ace gonna knock him to another ravine, comes back a week later. I'm still curious about the whole Sabo thing. Ace mentioned that before he died. I hate saying those words out loud. Forget specifically how he worded it, but he was just like, I'll never forget you and Sabo. I'm still waiting for that to be like a location or like their little meetup spot or something, you know? I do like how with Ace knocking down the tree, just doing this, like, he was a very powerful, because he's Roger's son, and talented kid from a youngin'. It's not just that Logia that made him OP. Luffy, buddy. 2 months? How long is it gonna take to win Ace over? Oh, I love this transition. I wonder what we're gonna do that's gonna win Ace over. It has to be something. We got stung by... I've never been stung by a bee, knock on wood. I don't want to. Fingers crossed. Now, even Ace is intimidated by this creature. That's how you know it's bad. This is a tiger on crack. If this was modern day Luffy, he would knock that tiger out so fast. Ooh. Hell, a random ass grizzly pulls up out of nowhere. Godzilla vs. Kong. Battle of the Kaijus now at this point. After a rainy day, a rainbow was always very pretty. He's getting so much more used to the alligators, the rock slides. Can't disturb the birdies. No more beehives falling on us. Still pissing off to Don. Getting closer and closer. 3 months. Let's not just talk about Luffy's got some swag. The 56 tank to the little Jolly Roger tank. Oh boy, Luffy got some pirate drip. What in the abandoned, ruined city is this? Okay, that was a fast episode. All right, here we go. Exactly where we left off. This is 494. Poor Chemi. It's like a Meteor City from Hunter x Hunter. I love Meteor City in Hunter x Hunter. This is literally Meteor City. A gray terminal. Well, it's kind of a great name for it. He hears Ace just beating on those people. He's a 10-year-old kid with no devil fruit beating on full-grown adults. I wonder if someone would have claustrophobia with Luffy's devil fruit power. But theoretically, you don't have to worry about being crushed. Hey, man got his bounty. He's out of there. The forest in between. So, where we've been the past 3 months. Sabo a person? We have a random little third brother now? Sabo, 10 years old, a boy who lives in Gray Terminal. Okay. Oh shit, they got monies. That's Naruto's voice. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, they've known each other for 5 years? Now I'm curious about Sabo. Where is he? Did he die? Where is he? I love that ambition for 2 kids, you know. I can hear Naruto so much. I love that. I love Ichigo being Marco. Naruto being Sabo. 2 people close to Ace, too. I do like their little storage area in a tree. That's kind of handy. This is awkward. You have to kill Luffy, but obviously they're not gonna kill Luffy, but yeah. This is the last. They wanted no one to know about this. They said, yeah, we gotta kill the kid. Oh my god, no hesitation. About to say only bad things, Luffy. Luffy is so adorable. He's such a cool kid, man. He started to say it. I mean, they're kids, so I'm not going to assume that, but the only logical thing to do is kill someone in this situation. Yeah. Damn. He wears his heart on his sleeve, man. Luffy would be a horrible liar slash Among Us player. You know what I'm trying to say? He is so honest and outgoing. They're screaming again. Oh no. Oh, and it's the guys Ace robbed earlier. Oh no. The Blue Jam Pirates? Oh, this is Porchemi. They were just talking about him. The fact that they're not showing us Blue Gem, I wonder if he's actually going to be not pivotal, but important later. We might see him. That is demented. Scalping someone alive. I mean, flaying someone is equally as crazy, but he's like, this isn't Luffy, or this isn't Ace or Sabo. Oh, Luffy, you idiot. You dum-dum. I'm his friend. We're actually cool. We're buddies. Even though he has a daily occurrence where he tries to kill me. He's like, oh, money? They got it stashed up there in the tree. You guys talking about their secret stash, right? Right up there. He actually doesn't snitch. I love Luffy. This is why I said he can't play Among Us. Yeah. Buddy is the worst liar I've ever seen in my life. Luffy is hilarious. See, if he had a hammer, I wouldn't be worried, because Luffy's... But sharp things are quite Luffy's counter, so he could scalp Luffy alive. It's not good. What, take the money and run? Save Luffy, hopefully? What is your plan? Hey, Luffy ain't no rat. See, that's what I like. Give us a big hammer. I'm less worried about big hammers. The fact that he's actually going to do this to a child is insane. That, if Luffy wasn't Luffy, there would be blood and everywhere. Oh my god. What the fuck? Who makes gloves like that? Hey, we fuck with... Luffy ain't no rat. We love that. Yeah. If there's one thing... That reminds me of Don Krieg's shield that Luffy punched through. Shout out Barati. Only Ace and Sabo could see what Luffy's going through and not snitching. I feel like he'd win them over, you know? Even from when he was a jit, Luffy was a real one. We love that. What are they? Well, they moved the treasure. That's good. Now he's thinking about loot. He's like, So he's like, damn. They kind of were hoping, not hoping, but kind of hoping he would tell him, you know? Yeah, so they know Luffy was willing to die for their money, which obviously, as a decent, normal human being, you can't live with that. I don't want anyone dying over my life savings. That's kind of a cool pirate ship, I won't lie. I like the design. Yeah, they're not running away. They're beating on a 7-year-old. Much better. His gloves went from gray to red, how much Luffy's blood is on them. Like, don't get me wrong. I hate seeing a 7-year-old get beat the fuck up and tortured, but I do love how Luffy's a real one. Yeah, this is like Karate Kid when they're beating up Daniel LaRusso. He's like, whoa, he's had enough, man. They're paying money to the nobles. Makes sense. I like how even in the grade terminal, there's still normal people that are just, you know, social. They don't fit into societal norms, so they're still good people. I feel bad for Luffy. Such a legend. Whips out the sword. He's like, all right, I guess I'll have to kill you then. If you want some real torture, you want to really get some info out of someone, you call in Phaeton from Hunter x Hunter. Ace and Sabo running in with their pipes to save Luffy. Ooh, I love that. End of the episode. Yup. All right, last episode of the session, 495, exactly where we left off. About to say, Chemi seems like he should be able to take a 10-year-old ace. I don't know. I know Sabo was a young kid from the Great Terminal, but I'm very curious about his lineage, you know? I want to know his parents, because he's clearly a somewhat stronger child. Your average child is not going to be like him. Good dodges. Okay. With the knife. Great help getting Luffy free. I love that for Ace, but I love how that relates to Whitebeard, and Whitebeard's never once had a scar on his back. Makes me think of both of them when I get depressed again. We'll make sure you quit then. I'm about to say, I mean, Luffy does have his gum fruit by this point. Hit him with a gum pistol? I don't know. Oh, damn, they actually beat him. They actually whooped his ass. So Blue Jam is not someone to fuck with. Interesting, man. Like, one of the reasons Ace did end up getting aced was because he fell for Akainu's bait with Whitebeard, you know? He does have a certain level of pride that does cost him. As J. Cole once famously said, pride is the devil. Don't let it take a hold on. Oh, forget the rest of the words. W Luffy, W Ace, W Sabo. Hey, come on. You would think if there's anyone that can relate to Luffy in the world, Ace, it would be you. Like, yeah, you have Sabo, you have Dodon, but when it comes to the real fact, you're kind of alone, you know? Same thing with Ace. He only has Garp. Oh. Oh. When you word it so easily like that, you know? I was saying, if there's anyone that can relate. Oh, I love that. Everyone so far has been telling Ace he does not deserve to live and he should be dead. Luffy's one of the first people to be real with him like that. I love that. Makes a valid point. Give me 3 years to be 10, I won't cry. They truly are brothers. I got a third kid now. Oh. And who's this third kid? Imagine being Dodon, just having another one. What the hell? They're multiplying. She had to double check. That's 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Ace? Luffy. And a third? Wait. Ace, Luffy, Ace. Ace, what? What? Carp hasn't been here. His name is Ace Luffy, Ace Luffy, What are you talking about? Who's who? He's been here the whole time. Dadan, what are you talking about? That's so funny. Is he like well known? Thanks for taking me in. So this guy's Brooks' cousin. This guy's Brooks' cousin. I mean, you do bend genders a little bit. You are pretty brawlic, but I knew you're a woman. But after meeting Ivan, I don't assume genders in One Piece anymore. I don't do that. And just like that, Dadan has been won over. So now we're all staying here. Interesting. I like how Luffy's struggling to keep up. They still treat him like he's kind of the annoying third, you know? We got this man on all fours drooling for some meat. Now that's a super pause. Man is literally a dog. Did you eat a fruit too? Is Sabo gonna give us some lore? Do you know anything about the Gumu Gumu? That is one of his powers. He can eat a lot of meat. Again, pause. Is Sabo the one that opened Luffy's mind to using it? What is it called? Pistol? Balloon. Oh, I love that. Good. Coming up with concepts. I remember being like that when I was a kid. Ace is like, damn, now I'm kind of curious. Now I kind of want to look. Imagine playing kickball with your homie, with your brother. As he starts to drown. As an alligator's about to eat him. Yep. That's the end of One Piece. Uh-huh. And they got dinner. So easy to forgive. That's him. I know Dadan's been joking about that the whole time, but still. Yeah. I would be much more afraid of Garp than the Blue Jam Pirates. It's a good point. He wants his money. That did not work so well for Luffy, but hey. Now try it, we gotta practice. Yep, exactly. So now I'm curious about Sabo, man. So just living their natural day-by-day lives. They're just getting insanely strong, you know, fighting animals, hoodlums, pirates. I see. All right. We're in like a full flashback arc. This is not what I would expect at all. A full arc. Like maybe one episode, maybe, but a full arc is crazy. All right. I was just saying, but I was not expecting a flashback arc. I think this is easily so far the longest flashback we've had in One Piece, multiple episodes. But I love how it's placed after everything that happens with Ace. It's only gonna retroactively make that arc even so much better once I go back and rewatch it, you know. But I love the flashbacks. Really interesting on Sabo. I know I mentioned it during the reaction itself. I love that it's Naruto's voice actor. I love that. But very interesting that I only heard Sabo mentioned when Ace was about to die at Marineford. Like, I'm not saying we need to bring him up every situation, but you'd think when we saw him at Alabasta or saw him at any point, like, hey, by the way, how is Sabo? Oh, I saw him 2 years ago. He's chilling. The fact that we haven't mentioned him at all makes me a little nervous. The fact that maybe he dies and then that's what makes Ace want to leave and go adventure out. But they already have the ambition to go leave and adventure out, but they want to do that together. So I definitely think something happened. But overall, fantastic episodes. I'm loving the Ace and Luffy's development. I did not expect it like that. Ace was a little menace. But great episodes, great music, great moments. I love the lore. If you guys know my love for Hunter x Hunter, and especially the Phantom Troop, my favorite group in anime history, and their connection to Meteor City, that is literally the Gray Terminal. So I love that so much. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell, check out the Patreon, early access, full length, check out the Twitch if you guys want to watch this live. Don't forget to drink some water, tell someone you love them. Make sure you guys do a good deed today. Have a good one, Dapper Squad. Peace out.